Hey, I want to take you through a bit of my morning routine. So lately I have started to come down here to the ocean in the morning. Either if my fiance drops the kids, I go then, or after I dropped off the kids before I start my day working. I come down here to the ocean and I do some movement. So I thought I'll share a bit of my morning routine with you. I'm gonna see if I can put the phone here. Yeah, okay. So starting with something that gets my blood flow going and also the lymphatic fluid going in the system. So I love to do something called the lymphatic hops, which is when you just jump, you just feel like your body is heavy, your upper body is super heavy, and you basically just jump up and down to really get the blood flow going, to energize your body, wake your body up. And when you feel like you've mastered this first piece, you can start synchronizing with your breath. So with every time you bounce down to the ground, you exhale like a forceful exhalation, looking a bit like this. But that's something you can start, once you get comfortable with the movement. So starting with some shaking, some jumping. And shaking and jumping is so underestimated. It's like gold for our bodies. This is something that kids know, animals know, that when you're stressed or afraid, they usually shake. And that's a way of getting rid of cortisol and adrenaline from your body. So shaking and jumping is great for everyone, not just them. And it's something that we adults have forgotten. So do some movement, shaking to music, without music. I have some lovely music that I love to do shaking to. If you want me to send it to you, let me know. I'll drop a link. Okay, so starting with some shaking or jumping. And then I like to move my spine, because we are usually so tense in our shoulders, in our necks, in our backs, hips, glutes. We sit so much. So to start your day, or whenever during the day, to get some movement in your shoulders, in your back, there are loads of things you can do. I like to do something called the trunk twists. It's basically when you stand a bit forward, hold your hands in front of you, and then you basically just you do twist from side to side, trying to keep your face down. It's just your arms kind of moving, your elbows coming up in the air, to really loosen up your spine, to get the spinal fluid going. And then even here you can synchronize with your breath when you get comfortable, like forceful exhalation on each movement, like. But it's something that can come, with time. So then there's something called the golf swings, where you can swing your arms, your head goes with it, so you look up to the sky and make an impact under this area above your chest, under your kind of armpit. It's a place where we store a lot of energy, a lot of stagnation, usually in the lymphatic system, which can also create slugginess and tiredness and tension. So the golf swings, there are so many different movements you can do. I also like these ones called the ballet squats, where you kind of find a ballet stance, and then you come down and you stretch up. And here you can also sync with your breath when you feel more comfortable, like. And try not to hinge forward. It's easy to get stuck here. You want to tuck your pelvis in and kind of have a straight back and drop down when you do this movement. There's so many different things you can do, but anything that would just basically get your blood flow going is amazing. And then maybe some strength training, maybe something for your legs. Like this one is amazing, horse stance, where you have a kind of 5 steps wide between your legs, your toes pointed forward, and then you just sink down. Also here, not hinging forward, drop down. Breathe. This is really heavy. Like, I'm working my way up to like 30 seconds, which is not that much. But the guy I learned this from, he said, you can move up to like working your way up to 10 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah, right. This is really painful, but so good for your legs. Just strengthen your legs with like really low impact. Yeah, so that was some of the movements. Of course, you can do lunges, just like find your center, just drop down. And then the other leg. So this is kind of a quick version of some of the things I do pretty much every morning, inside or outside, to just get some movement. Even if I'm not going to the gym, I always have like 10-15 minutes where I can do something for my body and mind and spirit, and this is one of the things I do. Take care, lots of love, have a beautiful day, and talk to you soon. Bye.